Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. It is 7:04 a.m., of course, because I like to get started at 6:30, so it's after 7. It is, did I already say it was Friday? Because it's Friday, the 16th of March. I'm looking down in the notification area of my Windows 10 install. That is my connection to the world. Luckily, I have two fans on my graphics card. One of the fans is starting to stick. It's not stuck yet. It does move. It's just, it moved with a little bit of difficulty, so I think it still spins. The other fan spins easy. So the one fan is going. I've been worried about, because if that goes, then my computer's dead and I'm gone. I've gone dark. I can't afford to buy socks or shoes. I can't afford to buy a $200 graphics card. Especially now, what with all the Bitcoin graphics, cryptocurrency people buying them graphics cards to mine Bitcoin stuff. So if my graphics card dies, I'm dead. But Michael? Straxion. I think I was going to call him like Michael Swaim. But Michael Swaim is an ex-writer from Cracked. What the hell did that come from? Straxion said that the one fan, even if it does fail, it should be okay. So let's hope. Thumbs up on that. Now, one thing I think is kind of interesting. I have, for lighting in this room, one CFL bulb up there in the ceiling. I took the other one out because it was too bright. Now it's dim. And then I have a lava lamp and a pumpkin for lighting. Right now, it's like almost black outside. The sun is starting to be visible through the trees because of daylight savings. Spring forward, so it's darker. So happy and joyous on that. But I don't have any front lighting, and the lighting that we have right here, I had to try and find in the Windows, the taskbar. Yes, that's what it was. I had to go to the taskbar, because I'm going to go like this. If I bring this up, there's a bit of front lighting, so, and it's not too harsh. I don't look too shiny, depending on which filter or overlay I'm going to use. And it's not harshly black and white. It's a nice bit of front lighting. You should not rely on your monitor for front lighting. I don't have any lights, though, nor money to get them, nor place to put them, so I gotta do what I gotta do, but then, you know, I'm not exactly a high-class enterprise here. And I know, I wanted to sort of talk about this one. I am low-key, I am low energy. I know this. I am so grateful to each and every one of you who has subscribed, who has watched, because I am low-key, low energy. I spent decades honing my skills as a straight man, setting up other people so that they could feel good and make zingers and be funny instead of being funny and making zingers myself. I got really good at setting things up so that people could think they were being really clever and making a joke when I was back there setting stuff up so they could do that. I spent decades doing that. So it's really hard to push out and be higher energy, be in the forefront, especially with my social anxieties and all. So thumbs up on that. But it's, I mean, in comments, I have been called the Bob Ross and the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, and I understand that. I am low-key, low energy. People have told me in comments they call up my stuff so that they can go to sleep listening to it. Not because I'm boring, but just my demeanor, the way I talk, and all that is very soothing. So I know I'm not a Markiplier. I'm not a Jacksepticeye, wild and just leaping around in my chair, and like when Markiplier was doing his Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy thing, where he was literally getting up and throwing his furniture around the room. I just don't have enough energy to be high key, so thank you all who come along on the journey with me on vlogging, who watch my reactions, who watch my Let's Plays, who watches my walkies, who watches any weird things that I happen to do. It is so greatly appreciated. is stated. I know I'm low-key, low energy. I'm not a big catch the world on fire and have everybody come and pay attention. I'm grateful I've got as many subscribers as I have. Thank you all so very, very much. It is awesome. I don't have anything written down, but there were some things I'm trying to remember I wanted to talk about. One thing in my life I would change if I could. Only one thing that I really, actually, truly regret. I mentioned this in my reaction to Billy Paul's Mrs. Jones, me and Mrs. Jones song, where I had said that when I was younger, I didn't cheat or have an affair. But when I was in the Air Force, 20 years old, well, no, at this point I was just about 23, there was this. She was probably like 8 years older than me. There was this one woman I got involved with. I knew she was married and her husband had not moved into state yet. And that didn't stop me, unfortunately. And this is a part of my life that I wish I could change because I'm not proud of that. I was busy having sex with another man's wife while he was out of state. Not proud of myself. If I could, I would go back in time and talk myself out of that. Not on a pragmatic level, although I almost got badly hurt because of that, and I don't blame the husband. So that's not the reason that I would change it. It's because it was wrong. It's bugged me my entire life. Even when I was then and there, it still bothered me until I did it. So that's joyous. Now, I didn't cheat, but I mean, sure, she was complicit in it. You know, it takes two to tango, but it wouldn't have been with me if I hadn't pushed. So I'm not proud of myself. And I certainly hope that if you think about that and judge me harshly, remember that was 30 some odd years ago. That was a good 20 years, well, more than 20. That were 30. That was like 30, almost 40 years ago. I was 20 years before I even got close to being married myself. So, yeah, I'm not proud of myself. And if I could change time, I would go back and talk myself out of that. I would smack myself upside the head to make myself not do it. Just because of a simple moral, ethical level. It was wrong. And I still feel a lot of shame over that. In fact, I'm kind of embarrassed talking about it. I actually sort of wish I hadn't brought it up. Hopefully you're not all going to judge me too harshly, because I'm judging myself very, very harshly for this. So, now that I have ruined everybody's self-image of me, I have never promised that I am a saint. I'm not, especially when I was younger in the throes of my rampant alcoholism. If you remember, I started drinking when I was like about 10 years old because of the physical and sexual abuse that I was suffering. So by the time I was in the Air Force, I had been drinking heavy and hard at 19 and 20 years old for about 10 years. So life is wonderful. Again, please don't judge me too harshly. That was way back when, and I am not the person then that I am now. My morals were not quite as set in stone as they are. I mean, but with that in mind, hopefully I'm not just going to cut all that out. I'm going to show you little Charvy. Because, Charvy, oh, you're sleeping even though I'm digging stuff up. Okay, good, you're not sleeping, you're just plain dead. And literally, that's what he was doing. He just, when he woke up, he just stayed in the position that he was in, even when I was reaching in to dig him up. Now, I don't know what he's doing. You see that spot on his nose? You see that's where the fur has been rubbed off, and he's got a little blood spot there where he's actually rubbed the skin off. I have no idea where or what he's doing in this cage to have that happen. I have not been able to find anything that he could be doing that would rub on his nose. He's only got cardboard tubes and a couple pieces of wood and then a wheel. And the wheel doesn't rub on his nose. So I don't know how he's got the skin come out. He's looking for his bed, so I'm going to put him back so he can go back to sleep. Here we go, little guy. Thank you very, very much. I'm sorry. I'll cover you back up. There we go. Hey, oh, but that's Charlie. He's probably going to relocate his nest now. He does that. When he gets bothered in one nest, he usually relocates. But, oh, he's just digging in there. And I did put this in here. I put the little tube in there for him, and he was chewing on it, so he may play with it. That's good. I mean, play for hamsters. Chew, crawl through when he's running around, that sort of stuff. They don't play like people do. I mean, the idea of play for play's sake is only like around in puppies and kittens, and even that, it's learning. They're learning how to be cats and dogs. So thumbs up for that. It's fake play where they are learning. Thumbs up for that. Oh, what else has happened in my life? I did a lot of falling asleep yesterday. I meant to record a game video for the game channel, but kept falling asleep. In fact, my entire plan was I was going to do another Strafe video. I have unlocked all the mutators in Strafe. I just need to beat the game so that I can stack mutators. Right now you can use one at a time. I've made it to the end. It's like a MOBA/arena ending. There's a guy in a tower, and he's controlling this stuff that makes these traps pop up and start firing shots everywhere. And while that's going on, he's also controlling the things that makes a bunch of the other monsters fly in and start shooting at you. So you got to deal with the critters, you got to deal with the traps, you got to try and figure out how to stop the guy in the tower. I don't know how to do that right now. I've made it there once, and if I can beat that guy in the tower, I think I've beat the game, in which case I can start stacking mutators. What I want to do is make a video where I'm just showing off each mutator, because I've shown off a few of the mutators. There was one where the gravity sucked everything off to the side, and there was one where it turned it into a jetpack adventure where literally rooms were on their side, so you had to travel up and down sideways through rooms and through upside down rooms. And talk about spatially confusing, talk about a mess. That's awesome. So I want to make a video highlighting, you know, at least for like a level, each of the various mutators. Because I love the game Strafe. It reminds me so. I played the game Doom when it first came out, literally for years. For about 5 solid years, all I played was Doom and Doom derivatives. Doom, Doom 2, and then there was Heretic and Hexen. But I literally played nothing but Doom for years. I downloaded map packs. I bought map packs. I spent my time honing my type of skills for that. I'm not good at playing against people. I'm good at playing against AI. But that's why I love the game Strafe. It reminds me so much of those old Doom games. And the old, like, Heretic and Hexen. Those things were frickin' awesome. Now everything's gray and dingy and not as imaginative. We've got all this graphical power, all this ability, and we make stuff that's not even graphically exciting or even filled with as much gameplay as they used to have 10, 15, 20 years ago. Why and how? What happened to people's vision and view? But then I don't look at the AAA market for stuff anymore, because the AAA market, with their emphasis on make money at the expense of our consumers using predatory addiction techniques versus gameplay, just blows. Now there are some that are different. I really want Monster Hunter World, and such like that, because there are games out there that are still showing that you don't have to treat your customers like just cattle, put them into Skinner boxes. So, but mostly it's the indie market. I was going to do a big Humble Bundle thing again, but I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people in my community tab. I've already opened that up. It's ready. I'm going to thank 20 to 25 because it's a range. I count on my fingers and I get lost, and I still haven't looked up in my ASL book how to properly count. So I'm going to be doing it improperly, or at least with a regional flair when I count in, at least in my 20s. If I mispronounce your username, my apologies. I'm just an American English speaker. And I'm not reading the comments now. I'm going to read them afterward. Right now, I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. Good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left me a comment. Thank you very much. So first off, we have Master Key. Thank you very, very much. See you for cake? Well, thank you very, very much, even though I can't pronounce it properly. I am Crow. Thank you very, very much. Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Kirshen Lerner, greatly appreciated. Pat Barker, thank you very, very much. It's just a prank. If you just keep suggesting, one day the RNG will either smile upon you or I will take pity and go, you know, that guy's been suggesting something forever. I think I'm just going to choose it myself. So thumbs up. Rafael Lima, greatly appreciated. Brian Catalina, thumbs up and thank you. Conspo Lopez, greatly appreciated. Geo Neox, Namer, and then a bunch of symbols. Thank you very, very much. Disturbed fan page, greatly appreciated. It's for Disturbed fan page, not just a Disturbed fan page, but thank you very, very much. Ilsker Pastitin Ilsker Julian, I sure hope I'm close. I'm very, very sorry, but thank you very, very much. Mark Anderson, greatly appreciated. C Sky, thumbs up and thank you. Straxian, greatly appreciated. Classic Laugh Productions, son of a gun, I like your name. JT, thumbs up. Side Star for Light with all of the digits, a lot of the letters replaced with digits. And Locky Smish, thank you. I sure hope I'm close. Mitchell Riley, thumbs up. Tundra Keeper, greatly appreciated. Always good to see you in the comments. Archiera Gamer, I sure hope I'm close. And Arturo Bernal, thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, Underground Clout. Heck of a name. Thumbs up and thank you. Greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you is stated. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you so much. And like stated, whether it is a good comment, whether you're saying thank you, it is appreciated for what you do, or whether you're saying, why haven't you died of cancer yet, you old fool, or you are a human being, this was a video. Thank you so very much. You took the time out of your day to leave me a comment. It is appreciated. I appreciate absolutely everybody who watches. I appreciate especially everybody who leaves me a comment. I understand, as stated, I'm a low-key person just rambling for nothing at all, just because I have to talk, to process, and my brain works properly. Thank you for coming along on the ride. It is so appreciated. I never thought I'd have more than 5 people who would ever watch my channel. It is so appreciated. You are all beautiful and wonderful people. And, of course, if you could check out my links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, like many people have, thank you all so very much. Or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes, deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool too, but I would understand if you don't want to. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal, well, end of my time anyway. I turned 55 last October. Average lifespan of an American man is 74 years with access to money and healthcare. So that's 19 summers. Not exactly forever, but it's a fair amount of time. Some people have been on YouTube for 11 years or more. Hey. Maybe I could be on for 19. Live stream on my deathbed. Thumbs up for that. Will you take care? I've got a reaction coming up. Got a game video coming up. If I don't fall asleep, hopefully I've got a game video for my game channel. Thumbs up for that. But as stated, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. And check out Humble Bundle. I'm partnered with Humble Bundle. Have a good day.